Hello, love. How are you?
Hello! I can't believe this is happening. I'm so excited.
To be fair to you, you've been kind of pushing me to get off my bum to make this happen, haven't you?
I said,
And I've been in the middle of like moving house, learning a script, doing a self tape, trying to and then finally we've arrived.
absolutely. I've said, well, came up with the concept months ago, and then you've waited until just about I'm about to leave the country for 3 months, and then you said, let's go. So this is perfect. You're not even in the country.
It's ideal. Exactly, I'm not even there. I'm already in Gran Canaria going, ooh, I've got all this lovely sunny weather. Let me go and sit in a cave for hours and talk to people.
I love it. No, honestly, I think because we had such a good chemistry on All Together Now, obviously. We are TV husband and wife, which is hilarious. I just think people have been asking for it as well.
Hilarious? Why is that hilarious? That is not hilarious. I am more than adequate to be your TV wife. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. No, the perfect TV wife, and that's why we have to keep doing stuff. We have to keep this going. Obviously, we are not together in person because you live in Gran Canaria and I live in the UK. But we're going to make this work. I think what's really lovely is to be able to allow the artists that we speak to also be from their living space or backstage at their theatre. We want to catch them at their most personable place. Is that the right way to say it?
Comfortable. Yeah, absolutely. So that they're chilled. Like, I think the worst kind of interviews are the ones where people kind of get jumped up upon. And, the vox pop stuff can be really great. But then if you're like trying to formulate your brain right in that moment and you're not really feeling very centered, quite often what happens is you just sort of ramble with no real purpose. And what we want people to feel comfortable. So if they're in their own space, I think that's even better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, who knows? One day we might actually go to a stage door.
One day.
Maybe we should say what it is that we're doing. Like, I feel like we've just had a chat.
Shall we? Well, we're doing Stage Door with Michael and Divina.
We are. I'll tell them. I'll just say, essentially, what we want to do is be at the stage doors of different theatres, getting to know the artists backstage.
We want to know where they trained. We want to know where they're from. We want to know what their backstage rituals are.
Yes.
What their after-show rituals are. What they, like I love a walk after I've done a show. I don't know about you, but I love like a 10, 15-minute walk. So I try and, wherever my digs are, I try and make sure that I'm like 10, 15 minutes walk from the theatre because it just allows me to like, poof, decompress, and then by the time I step through that door, I'm like, right, brush the teeth, go to bed.
Really?
Like,
That's so
I'm
interesting.
ready for it then.
I feel like
I love
I'm
it.
wired for hours. After a gig or a show, I'm literally like, can't sleep till 2 a.m, don't even try. Get all my work done, do everything else. So a walk is the way, is it?
Oh, for me, 100%. But that's because I'm so like on as soon as I wake up anyway, that once I've done everything on stage and I've expended all of that energy, there's nothing left. There is so I need to we're just going to slowly mosey back to where I'm going. And if it's raining, I'm okay with that. Not so much the snow. I'm not into the snow. But if it's raining, that doesn't bother me so much.
I like the
and
rain.
Then it just gives me... Yeah, exactly. And it gives you just enough time to kind of mellow into... Now the show and the energy and all of that stuff I have to bring to it is done, which is one of the things that I really hate about digs, right? If you get a digs and you're in like Muriel's basement and then you get back and Muriel's like, oh, how was your day? What did you do? How was the show? Did any funny things happen? No. Go away, Muriel. I don't want to speak to you. I already I did all my entertaining already. So I try and make sure that I'm not in Muriel.
Pay up, Muriel.
Essentially.
If you want another show, here we go.
If you want another show, you should be paying me. Exactly. Because right now, I'm ready for bed. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm definitely not like a chatty Cathy. Once I've done the show, I'm done.
See, maybe we couldn't do a show together then, because with Calabro, we would all go on the tour bus and we'd be chatting away, decompress, like talking about how the show went, talking about who was in the audience, everything like that. If I'm doing my own solo show, I'm literally thinking back, you know, what songs went well, writing down, right, what songs do I want to do again. So I'm still in show mode.
Yeah, I mean, but I do that in those kind of 10, 15 minutes of walking. I do all of that decompressing and thinking about what, you know, oh, I fell over, wasn't a moron. You know, that kind of thing. I think about all of that while I'm doing that, so that then it's all done by the time I get home, and I'm ready to just throw that away. Gone.
That's really good. And before a show then, do you do the same thing? You like only on your walk to the theatre, do you then build it up, or is there a different...
No, it's putting the makeup on. The makeup and then the company warm up. That's what really sets me up. You know, and I think it's very difficult when you're touring solo to build in a proper warm up, because you're trying to go, okay, the screen has to be this, and then this is what happens here, and and then you're going, okay, and then in this moment for the lights, and then the sound isn't quite right, there's something over here that's not, you know, so there's all of this other stuff that you're trying to juggle while you're doing a solo tour, unless you've got a really good set of people around you. So it's really difficult for me when I'm doing a solo tour, because it's just me going, okay, all hands on deck, so it's a different process. So the process for me is like, get the face on, do the warm up, and then I'm ready for the show. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I'm really excited to hear from everyone that we interview whether they have got any rituals or any maybe like funny stories backstage, or I'm trying to think what else we can ask them. I suppose it's all relative to what they've done before and what shows they're in. We just want to get the inside scoop, don't we, really?
Exactly. And of course the joy of, you know, being able to chat with people like this is that the conversation will naturally, you know, we do our little bit of research, we find our little bits of information about them out, but the conversation itself will naturally, that's what I really enjoy about these, is that the conversation naturally kind of progresses anyway, and there's little things that they'll say and you can go, oh, I'd like to hear more about that. Tell me a little bit more about, you know, what it was like growing up in Norwich. You know, I don't really know Norwich very well. So for somebody like me, that's interesting. I want to know what it's like growing up there. What were the things that kind of helped to shape you into the performer that you are? Have you got any rituals, Michael, before you go on stage?
Have I got any rituals? No, I'm so boring. I did go through a phase of having to have like a, you know, like a lemon, honey and lemon, like sucky sweet.
A Jakeman's.
Jakeman's. I didn't know if I could say the brand.
Listen, we can
maybe I'll get sent some.
Brand. Jakeman's, send us all the sweets, darling. We love you. Send them.
Honestly,
to us.
And I was obsessed.
I'm
literally have one before, but only get like halfway through it, because if you have the whole thing, then your voice is too thing. So then, literally have half a one, then at the interval, have the rest of it. Voice like butter. Wait, is that nice? I don't know.
I mean, you are wild. You
I know. Hold me back. Oh gosh. Honestly, I remember actually when we did Britain's Got Talent. We were told.
I don't know if you know, but Michael did Britain's Got Talent. Actually won Britain's Got Talent.
Actually won.
Yeah.
Shout out to Calabro.
We've got one winner in the chat right now.
Woohoo! You start looking for compliments. You're my winner always. No, so when we were on Britain's Got Talent, I remember quite early on it was like, right, what's the scandal? What do you get up to in the dressing rooms? Have you ever thrown a TV out a window and all this? And we were literally like, no, we literally drink honey and lemon, and that's about as exciting as it gets. But I thought, are we supposed to? Like, should we try and do something crazy? Like, do they want the headline to be Calabro throw TV out the window? You know, I don't know.
Well, they do, but not because it's going to help you.
Yeah, they just want to, make money off the headline.
Of course. That's what all of those things are about. But darling, I am so sorry. I'm going to have to go because I've spent all this time getting dressed and you just put a black t-shirt on.
This is my favourite t-shirt. What are you talking about? This has taken me hours. I've showered.
Freshly pressed t-shirt.
I've steamed this. It's all about the steamer now, I tell you. But I might call you out here because I guarantee you've not got like legs and heels on. I mean, not that you put your legs on. No, you have. Has she got her heels on? Look at her. Woo! She's tucked. No. Remember, this is where people listen. If they might not be able to see this, she's like.
I know.
So where's this? How? Actually, I was going to ask you this. I feel like we're doing our own little mini podcast here.
Yeah, we are.
So, do you find now with the whole red wig, silver dress, you can just?
Yes.
Is that actually easier now? Because people would never have a go at you for wearing a red wig and a silver dress.
I mean, I suppose I could do, but it wasn't ever really what I did. Or
I don't own a silver dress.
I mean, I have like 2, but I only have 1 now. Well, no, I have more silver dresses now, actually. I've got more silver dresses than I've ever had because,
people send you there.
Yeah, exactly. Just make it work for you. Okay, somebody said something mean. Make it work for you. That's okay. But like I'm sat here next to my screen and like I'm in a white pompadour wig in like a big Marie Antoinette gown. I'm in like a golden green thing with a blonde wig. I'm in a blue dress, a green dress, which was the first dress I ever made. So that wasn't ever really anything that I did. And I'd had this, I'd only had that picture of me in the red wig and the silver dress since I think it was 2017, because it was after The Voice. So I'd done The Voice and then I had the photo shoot with the red wig and the silver dress. So 2019 comes around and we're filming Drag Race, and All Together now is airing at the same time as I was filming. And so I was just like, well, that's what? It's not true. But I suppose I could just turn up in a red wig and silver dress all the time now. But I kind of enjoy the thing I really enjoy about drag is everything is ridiculous. That's what I really like about drag. That the wigs are crazy, the costumes are insane. You get to make numbers about whatever you like. You really can just make a whole number about whatever you like, and that's what I really enjoy about it. It's my favourite thing about drag is use all the crayons. So I use all the crayons.
So do you have a favourite look, or do you have a favourite wig, or how does it?
No, it all depends on what is happening on stage. What is it that I'm trying to do on stage? So if I'm doing a full solo show, then generally it will be something that I can move in, because I need, just from a practical perspective, if I have a 15-foot train on a dress, I cannot do, what I do on stage.
Yeah.
But if I'm hosting, well, that's a different thing. Or if I'm, interviewing somebody, again, that's a different thing is happening. So a lot of it just depends on what's happening. And if I'm doing we're just doing 3 numbers through the night, then again, I'll try and make it so that my costumes reflect what's going on stage. So I did a gig where the theme was nautical. So they'd had a whole weekend of events and it was all kind of nautically themed. So I went as the Little Mermaid.
Wow.
Because why would you not go as the Little Mermaid? You can. And I also had the costume already from doing it at Panto. So, I'm reuse, recycle. I don't want to fill the oceans with plastic. I don't want that. So I'm reusing, recycling my old tat.
Divina de Campo, saving the world.
One sequin at a time.
I was literally going to say that exact sentence. And Michael is wearing the same black t-shirt every day, also saving the world.
Saving the world. Saving the world.
That's so
Well,
brilliant.
you know what we're really going to be saving? We're going to be saving Theatreland, because our stage door with Michael and Divina podcast is coming very soon.
Yes!
And click the links. You'll be able to
Click
find
the
it.
link. We will see you there. Come and join us at the stage
See
door.
you there.
Bye.